Hey everybody, this is Miss Moran, Unit 6, Video 2, and we'll be writing polynomials today, given some zeros. So let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you've got your notebook ready. Alright, for our first example, we're going to be writing a polynomial of degree 3. That means that the highest exponent of our polynomial is 3, and that it has zeros of -3, 1/2, and 1. So we're going to begin by working backwards to write this polynomial. So I will have my three distinct zeros, x equals -3, x equals 1/2, and x equals 1. Now where do these come from? Well, we're able to find them if we had factored. So let's write these as factors. So x plus 3, x minus 1/2, and x minus 1. Another way to write that x minus 1/2 is if we had multiplied the x by 2. So let's write it like this: x plus 3, 2x minus 1, and x minus 1. So notice either of these are acceptable, but it might be easier to work with the 2x minus 1 rather than the 1/2, but it won't make a difference. And now we're going to go ahead and rather than leaving it in this factored form, okay, we're going to expand it so that we can see it as a polynomial of degree 3. To do that, we're going to multiply it out. So I'm going to choose any two of those three factors and I'm going to multiply them, and then we'll multiply the third. Since it doesn't matter which ones I do first, I'm actually going to choose to do the first and the third. If I multiply those together, I will still have my factor of 2x minus 1, but I'll have the trinomial of x squared plus 2x minus 3. And we'll go ahead and multiply the next one. I'm going to use that organization that you may recall, just using the, not a Punnett square, but a rectangle. X squared plus 2x and a minus 3, and then a 2x and a -1. And this is just to keep me a little bit more organized. That gives me 2x cubed, 4x squared, and minus 6x. And then I'll have -x squared, -2x, and positive 3. So my final answer here of my expanded polynomial of degree 3 is, once I clean that up, and I get 2x squared plus, 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 3. This is a polynomial of degree 3 that has the specific zeros I was given. That's our answer. Let's try another one together. For this one, I'm giving you a little bit of extra information, and that is I want a polynomial of degree 3 with these specific zeros, -1, 2, and 4, but I also want the very specific polynomial because I want to choose one that has where f of 1 equals 3. Well, that's technically the ordered pair 1, 3. This is going to help determine if I have a lead coefficient other than 1, like I have an a value that multiplies the polynomial. Here's how we'll do it. We'll begin the exact same way, where I write these as factors. So I'm going to have some sort of a value. I don't know what it is yet. X plus 1, x minus 2, and x minus 4. Next, I'm going to find that if I have f of 1 equal 3, that when I substitute in that 1 to my x, I get, I should replace that with a 1 minus 4. I get 3 equals a times 2 times -1 times -3, or 3 equals 6a. Therefore, a equals 1/2. I'm going to return to my first line up there. I'll show you in a different color, and replace the a with 1/2. And to finish this up, I merely have to multiply out my three binomials and then distribute the 1/2. Something to remember is that that 1/2 is being multiplied only once. You do not distribute the 1/2 to all three binomials. So I will multiply the binomials out, then I will distribute once the 1/2. That's just a common mistake that I've seen, so watch out for it. So I'm going to begin by multiplying the first two binomials. It doesn't matter which order you do that in, minus x and minus 2, which I will then multiply by x minus 4. I'm going to use that rectangle again. So x squared minus x minus 2 and x squared minus 4 gives me, oops, that should just be an x minus 4. Let's erase that. So that gives me x cubed minus x squared minus 2x. Down here, negative 4x squared plus 4x plus 8. We're going to clean that up, and I'm going to remember I still have to distribute that 1/2. I haven't done it yet. And once I distribute that 1/2, I've actually met all of the givens. I have a polynomial of degree 3. I have the specific zeros, and I have I've satisfied the requirement of f of 1 equals 3. So there is my final answer. F of x equals 1/2 x cubed minus 5/2 x squared plus x plus 4. All right, so your assignment is to try two problems, numbers 49 and 51 on page 330. Please look at your answers in the back of the book to check to see that you've got them right. Next, you need to log into Schoology and you need to take the little quiz that is titled Unit 6 Video 2 Entrance Slip. It can be found in the Materials section of the class in the Unit 6 folder. Completion and accuracy of that quiz will be a part of your homework score. So 2 assignments: to finish those 2 problems and to check your answers in the back of the book, and then to take the quick quiz that is located on Schoology. After this lesson, you should be able to write and expand an equation of a polynomial when you're given the zeros and another point, which may be written as x comma y, or f of x equals a value. So go ahead and take care of those assignments and contact us on Schoology if you have any questions.